Okay, testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Okay, testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Dog on there. Alright, dog on there broke my phone. Dog on there broke my phone, but I think I finally got it working here. Um, hey, this is Al from Transformational Gaming. Appreciate you coming by. Appreciate you coming to the channel. I'm so sorry about the background noise. My wife has decided to wash dishes in a dishwasher while it's my time to stream. So, what can we say? I had a real difficult time getting online, so this is not the idea that I wanted to start streaming, but it's okay. Hopefully, we can get a couple of more streamers in, a couple of more people in here. Uh, I'm not really expecting anybody to come in right now. It's still 11 o'clock in the morning. So, and God help you if you're on Central Time. So, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. And I'm just gonna be looking on Twitter. See, I'm wondering if I could change to my desktop. Let me see here. I know I'm able to do this. Let's see, video device. Can I change to my desktop? I guess not. I gotta have my capture card set up, and I'm not able. I'm not. I don't want to do that right now. So, not on this stream. So anyway, um, man, I just want to celebrate real quick. The fact that we got down to 200 subscribers, which is, to be totally honest with you, is not ideal for me to be on YouTube for 4 years and only have 200 subscribers. But to be totally honest with you, I'm not the most consistent uploader of videos, and I'm not foolish enough not to think that my content has been lacking. So it's been definitely a long road to where I am right now. Because I'm not the best natural public speaker or whatnot. But I will say that things have gotten a lot better. A couple of notes about the channel, and I'm just kind of going to go through some of the analytics here. Maybe I shouldn't have used that one. Let me go back. Alright, now I'll use this one. Just go through the analytics. Give me 1 second here, because one thing I've noticed is the amount of likes that I have gotten over time. With this video, And man, it's been outstanding, man. It's been outstanding, except for the Ghost of Tsushima's director's cut, which got 5 likes. I mean, man, I've been really hitting that 15 to 20 mark pretty consistently. And even on the dislikes situation, um, I mean, you know, any feedback is better than none. But yeah, the most performant video that I have right now is the David Jaffe video. The David Jaffe video is extremely performant, and I thought the PS5 SSD expansion install unboxing video was doing pretty good, and it has. I mean, it's up to 16 likes, which is pretty good. But man, that David Jaffe video, man. And I went back to listen to it not too long ago, and honestly, I thought it was a good video. I thought it was a good video, man. Um, and uh, to be totally honest with you, man. But I did not think that that video would cause that much uproar. I mean, I'm at 75% likes, and I plan on over time. Let's see. Let me look at my other video that I had a while back. Let me look here. 'Cause that one was like 100 and there it is. My Starfield video that I did is 35% likes. That means people took their time to give me nine dislikes for that Starfield video, man. I got 179 views on that. It looks like YouTube. I guess if you get a certain amount of percentage of likes, they just stop counting the views. I refuse I refuse to think that this video stopped at 179 views. I'm pretty sure other people have come to the video and have comment, but YouTube tends to interfere with that. So, and that's okay. That's okay. We're still good, man. We're still good. So, because that just lets me know that people are getting emotional about the topic, and I think that's awesome, man. So keep it coming. Really, the only thing I would like to add is if you dislike the video, man, tell me why in the comment section. Don't just be telling me how awesome the video is. Tell me why you dislike the video in the comment section. Just don't leave a thumbs down. I don't care how irrational it is, because I don't have to respond to everything. But yeah, man, just give me an idea of what's going on, man, with the dislikes. Because like I said, uh, all publicity is good publicity for me. But to be totally honest with you, man, I mean, shoot, man, if y'all actually told me, gave me a temperature on why you guys dislike the video, man, that would be awesome for me, because I have more of an idea of what's going on, and why things are the way they are, man. So yeah, man, be sure to let me know that. I really appreciate all of the all of the feedback and things like that. I don't care how irrational it is. I always appreciate the feedback. So so I wanted to. I wanted to also mention one thing, one other thing about the channel. On its 200th subscriber. I replied actually to David Jaffe on one of his videos, and I probably should figure out which video that is. Um, but um, yeah, man, I actually got a reply from David Jaffe, and it was one of his videos having to do with you know why I guess it was talking about your fellow gamers uh, purchasing video games that kind of suck and who to blame about that. And I forgot the actual name of the video, and I don't want to pull it up right now. But I do have the reply, and I'm not going to read verbatim what he said to me. But basically, I told him, I said, listen, um, I disagree with what he was talking about as far as him mentioning that it's your fellow gamers' fault for games that suck being successful. His thing is don't buy them. And my thing is that that's not the way Americans purchase things. Americans purchase things with 90% of the purchase is hope that it actually all works out. And even if it doesn't necessarily work out, our brain kind of inserts like reasons of it should work out, are reasons that it is working out, even though it's not working out, and so that's the way we purchase things, though. We purchase things, that's why we have the console race, because every console that Microsoft, for example, comes out with, in our minds, I'm planning on getting a Series X pretty soon. But in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, this console is the console that they're going to come back with. And every single time we're let down and Sony just kind of blows them out the water. But we still purchase with the mindset of hope, And so that's what I wanted to kind of get over to David Jaffe. And I don't know if he didn't understand it, or if he did understand it. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. S Chris 1. Hey, man, I appreciate the support there, man. I don't really plan on a lot of people coming to this video, man, but I do plan on people coming and checking it out afterwards. So I really do appreciate that, S Chris. So S Chris Gaming, go check him out. He do wonderful streams, man, and a lot better than mine. I'm not going to turn the camera around for me, man. At my job, I don't even turn the camera on at my job, man. So a lot of people don't even know what I look like. Yeah, but I appreciate the support, S Chris, man, and definitely go check his channel, S Chris 1 Gaming. TM, he got TM in his title, man. People don't know what TM mean. That's toy maker, man. They the people who they the people who approve toys to be put out on toy shelves. So I don't know how you got their backing, but hey, TM, S Chris Gaming 1 TM, S Chris Gaming one game. No, yeah. Why do I keep saying game for? S Chris one gaming TM. Okay, I keep misreading that. But yeah, go check him out, man. He's got a great channel. Uh, and again, I just appreciate all the support. But um, yeah, back to the topic, man. You know, we just basically agreed to disagree on that logic. His whole thing is people keep coming back for the games, and it's just not the company's fault who are putting those out. And I'm like, it is the company's fault. They're beguiling us with these big gaming, titles, and they're fooling us into thinking that they're great games that's coming out, and they're not. And it's absolutely their fault because they control the game. They know what people like. I'm pretty sure they do the analytics, you know. And my thing is that they know what games are slacking and which games aren't, and so and what things in the game they can improve on. He talked about Far Cry. Far Cry is a great example of a game that they know they could have done better. They hold up for a second. I have to let me put this on pause. How can I put this mic on pause? I think I can put it on pause. And let me put this. Okay. Hopefully y'all didn't hear that. uh, all right. Uh, so yeah, we basically agreed to disagree on that. But that's my logic on it. Don't come out with the game if you know the game isn't finished, or and I know metrics say you lose a certain amount of money if a game is delayed or whatnot, but trust me, you lose a lot more money when a game is sucking and you don't put it out and then you try to release all type of patches afterward. That doesn't work either. It's one of those things about first impressions. You only get one time to do it. So yeah. But that's basically it. No real. It's not a lot that's been going on with the channel outside of the 200s and this David Jaffe video that's been going crazy about Colin. I don't have anything else to say about that video. David Jaffe and Colin Moriarty are pretty good friends and stuff like that, and I'm pretty sure they agreed to disagree, and so the opinions are like our baby, man. We want to take care of our baby, so so yeah. So let's kind of get into what's going on around gaming, and I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about the PlayStation showcase that they had weeks ago. All right, this is now, I want to say it's almost probably been a month ago, but yeah, man. A lot of people been talking about the games that are out for it. I actually did like 8 videos on that video. It's just like every time I get ready to edit it or something like that, I find something like the mic not being on, or the mic is having some type of bad connection or something like that. And I did like at least 3 videos on it. And I said, you know what? It's just not meant for me to put this video out. But yeah, man, that PlayStation Showcase, and I just want to. So that PlayStation Showcase had a couple of games that I want to talk about. I'm not going to talk about every single one of them because a lot of them hasn't come out and a lot of them aren't worth talking about. But and I'm on the PlayStation blog, and maybe does the PlayStation have another website? Hold on, let me look. There's got to be another PlayStation website. Alright, so this is official PlayStation. But, yeah, man, oh, God. Man, like, there's got to be a way for me to, like, figure out what the upcoming games are. That's crazy. Two-step verification. Did I get an email or something? No, I did not. That's all right. I don't have to sign in. But yeah, man, I'm fairly confident that that they have some type of PlayStation blog or some type of PlayStation website. uh, uh, Coming soon. All right. So that's all right. I'll just use this Google. But one of the games that look, they don't even have it in here. That's terrible. It says upcoming games for PlayStation. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's be honest. The most highly anticipated game for the PlayStation right now is God of War, Ragnarok, and I just think that I think this game is exactly what I said it was going to be 5 years ago. Like when this game first came out, and I never forget, man. That was kind of one of my first likes on Twitter that I got from people. But I said, look, they're probably just going to come out with like some type of patch or something, or some type of downloadable content that they're going to actually use the same assets as the first God of War and just kind of expand the game, because there were other realms that they had in the game that they didn't even use, so, but it looks like they was going that direction, because you can just tell like those other realms, I mean, that wouldn't make sense to, or that would make the game look unfinished, the fact that you got other realms you can go to, but the end game wouldn't let you go into those realms because it wasn't finished. And so kind of my thoughts on it are that at the time, at least, that they would come out with some type of downloadable patch to patch that up and open up those realms so that we can have more of an expanded game. And it looked like they probably was going to do it at one point in time, and then they decided not to. And so they're coming out with basically another game that is going to basically use the same assets. Of course, they're going to probably touch up the graphics, but I mean, to me, this is something that's going to be one of my most anticipated games ever. And man, my daughter, she's just she's going crazy right now. But excuse me if you hear her in the background. But hold on for a second. Hey, you need to lower your voice. All right, shouts out to Nathan. I'm back. Shouts out to Nathan Boo Boo. So I appreciate the love. This it's more love than what I thought I would ever get. But getting back to God of War, appreciate you all, man. Appreciate you so much. But God of War is going to be one of the my most anticipated game ever, and so I'm looking forward to that coming out. There's a lot of unfinished business with Freya. There's a lot of unfinished business with the actual business of Ragnarok coming and Thor and all of that. It's just it's looking to be one of those games that that I anticipate is going to be extremely deep. Now I know there's a podcast out there with Corey Barlog saying this is the last Norse mythology one, God of War, and I'm not gonna go. As far as that concerned, I'm not going to go into that too much, but you know, this one looks to be jam packed with a lot of revelations about the first game, and so that's what I look forward to, and that's one of the biggest games that the showcase had, and so I'm definitely looking forward to the release of that game. Is coming out, I think, in March of next year. So yeah, I think that's I think that's this will definitely march in the PlayStation 5 as a definitive console for this generation. When this game comes out, I think it's going to do a lot for the PS5. And let's see what else has been going on. What other game was I thinking about that I was wanting to talk about here? And it's not on here. That's sad. That they you know, that's not a that's not a real good PlayStation site out here. Like, they don't even have like Uncharted Remastered nowhere. Like, I don't see it nowhere on any of these blogs. Like, I done went to like 5 blogs, man, and I don't see anything about the Uncharted. So that's not good, man. It makes me want to come out with my own website, which I probably need to do on anyway, because that's definitely a need there. Like, people are not. I mean, these are these are third party games. Like, I don't know. I think if I came out with a website, it'll be just the exclusives or the time exclusives. Because I mean, people don't like. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's going to be some games like Monster Crown that kids are going to buy, but they got that like the first game up there. They got that like the first game up there, man. They don't have any PS. Let's see, and then you got to switch it to. Oh my goodness! Like nobody. I mean, I'm pretty sure people are gonna play. The Rift Breaker. But good gracious, man, these websites are terrible. Sheep but this is PlayStation. This is Metacritic. So this is Metacritic, and golly, man. I mean, this is terrible, man. I think these websites are terrible, man. I'm up here looking for games that's coming out soon. It's just got a bunch of games that nobody's gonna play. Let's see, Fatal Frame. I remember that game. That's supposed to be coming out. But man, this is terrible, man. I mean, they don't even have. I wanted to talk about Uncharted, but I'm so distracted that like they don't even have that on here. Like that's going to be one of their biggest games, man. The Uncharted, the Lost Legacy and the Uncharted 4 remastering. That's going to be a big one, and they don't even like I'm going to these pages, and it's just like they don't have none of that on here, man. Like they don't have none of that, so that's a shame. But anyway, let me not rag on the PlayStation websites. Maybe I need to do a better job of preparing because I just never thought that I never thought that these websites would be this terrible. But anyway, yeah, the Uncharted collection that they're going to come out with is definitely a title that I'm going to play. It's definitely going up on the channel. I mean, seeing Uncharted 4 at 60 frames per second is something to behold. That game still is probably one of the top best looking games out right now, and yeah, I think that was a good one that they came out with for that showcase a couple of weeks ago. And of course, Horizon Zero Dawn. I've already pre-ordered it, and I'm anticipating it. But I don't know. I get mixed messages about that game. So in one aspect, I anticipated being a great game, a game that I would like, man. But at the same time, it's like I'll be trying to play Horizon Zero Dawn, just trying to get back into the feeling and get back into the lore of Horizon. And I'm just not a stickler for Souls games. I'm just not a stickler for that. So I don't know. Sometimes I get worried about that game. I think the game looks great. It's going to be a great test for the PS5. It's going to actually bring new generational graphics to the PlayStation 5, and it's going to be interesting as far as all of that's concerned. But Horizon Zero Dawn is another game that's coming out. I'm going to talk about a couple of the Xbox games that are coming out. A lot of them I've already talked about. And I'll probably get back to some more PS5 5 games, but I want to talk about a couple of the Xbox Series X games coming out because I plan on getting the Xbox Series S, X, not S, but X, and but I'm still interested in some of the games that are coming out for the console. Of course, I'm worried about um, coming soon. I bet this will be a lot better than PlayStation's. See, this is all these third-party games. You know, I don't know. Like I, like when I see a website and they got a bunch of third-party games that, everybody's want. Like people don't care about third-party games. People care about the exclusives, the games that they're not going to be able to play. Third-party games probably need their own section. Games coming soon. Let me say exclusive games. All right, so maybe my search was just bad, but I did want to talk about this game, Halo Infinite. Now, Halo Infinite. All right, Halo Infinite is shaping up to look pretty good for its release, and man, I do not like having to go to these websites. I'm sorry I keep getting distracted. But it's like, do you want me to allow you to invade my computer? No. No. But anyway, Halo is shaping up to look pretty good. It seemed like the beta's going pretty good, and I'm just not into playing online games. I'm not sure. I mean, look. They're doing the research. I like to think that they're getting positive feedback from this research of people playing online games, but I mean, to me, it looks like more of the same. I mean, if you play one Halo, you've played all of them. Okay. And this doesn't look like it's going to add something new. I mean, yes, it's got some grapple stuff, but yeah, I'm not necessarily sure about all this. The only real game that I really liked that was multiplayer was Warhawk and Starhawk, and that's because they offer something totally different than what Call of Duty was doing and what Halo was doing. You can actually get in these ships and get into it with other people and, have some type of crazy, like at one point in Warhawk, you can jump into this starship and it'd be like 15 people in one starship and everybody had a turret or whatever, and you can blast your opponent, and one person would drive it, and it was just, Starhawk and Warhawk is still one of those games that nobody is making nowadays, and you can always say, hey, it's a little cumbersome, but I mean, aside from the frame rate on that game, I mean, that game was so much fun, and I always compare that game with games like Halo that, all you doing is just basically using your sniper rifle to shoot at opponents, and I don't know, that doesn't seem like a lot of fun to me. So yeah, I don't know. Like if they asked me to do a beta, I would have to give them a hard pass. No, like y'all would have to pay me, and y'all would have to pay me to play this game because it's the same stuff. Like I'm looking online and looking what people are doing. It's the same old, man. So here's hoping that the campaign is something worth its salt. Something tells me this is kind of a diversion. So when the actual game comes out, y'all can be all about the multiplayer, and the single player can be something that's kind of thrown away. But that's fine though. Um, I'm telling you right now, Microsoft, if that single player is not good, you guys are going to get creamed. You guys are going to be creamed. And I'm just telling you that right now. State of Decay 3. I got State of Decay 2, and I have not played it yet. And that's the God honest truth. So, Starfield, I don't think this game is coming out. I don't think this game is coming out. It could. I think it's too much internal strife at Microsoft for this game to come out. I'm pretty sure they're gonna. Bethesda wants to make a. I'm pretty sure the situation is this. Bethesda want to make a linear story driven game, and Microsoft wants to make some type of multiplayer server type situation. Uh, Multiplayer online. And no. I think no. I don't think this game is coming out. They trying to, you know, I know it's hey, November 11th, 2022. It could come out, man. It could come out. For some reason, I don't think this game is coming out, man. Forza Horizon 5. That's going to be a big one. That has a chance to be a really big. I think the graphics on it is phenomenal, and they're doing this photo caption where they just take a photograph of something, just wrap it around a polygon. Uh, so, but it could work out for them. It could work out for them. I'm looking forward to this release. I would, if I get a Series S, I'd probably buy the game. It's probably be one of my first games that I buy, but I'm probably gonna play it like once or twice. I'm not a real racer. Um, I'm looking at these. They have Fable. Let's see, Warhammer. Senua Sacrifice. Now they got a TBA on here. That's another game I don't think is coming out. And and it wasn't this game, but the Starfield video. That was another one of those videos they got out. Like I said, I think they put a cap on that one. YouTube was like, man, we're not having no more complaints from this video. So I'm pretty sure people will hit that report button so many times for that video until they just stop counting the users and the viewers coming to that video. But I don't think neither one of these videos, Hellblade and Senua Sacrifice, I don't think neither one of those games are coming out. But those will be my two highly. Those are the reason why I'm buying the Series X, is Starfield and Hellblade. So I do want it to come out. Y'all can't say I don't want it to come out, because these two games are the reason why I'm buying a Series X. That being said, one, they have to come out. They have to break through the Microsoft wall of 4K and everything online. All right, so they got to break through that wall. Two, the game has actually got to be good. So And that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem. And that's why they put a TBA on there. But this 4K 60 and it has to be online. And yeah, it's just that's not looking good, man. That's not looking good. So that's pretty much it from Microsoft. Sony had a couple of more games that I'm looking forward to. Um, I guess let me back up. PlayStation 5 exclusives. Alright. So we already talked about God of War. Look, I put exclusives. They got Vanguard on here. I guess it's Vanguard exclusive. I doubt it. Oh my goodness! I said PlayStation exclusives, man. Now they. Man, I've been asking for that. Good gracious. I'm saying things expired already. But anyway. This is old. They still talking about Returnal. Let's see. Gran Turismo 7. Will I be buying that game? Probably not. I've actually got video for Final Fantasy Integrate. Um, I'm actually playing Deathloop right now. Not Deathloop, but Death Stranding. And I had to lie. I can't lie to you. I'm not having a lot of fun with that game. Uh, I'm hoping that it click again like it did the last time. It was tough for me to get into it and play the game, and then I started playing it, and I started getting started making some traction. But right now, it's just those walks are just too long, and I got vehicles and stuff, but Kenna Spirits. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of bad things about that game, and it doesn't look appealing. Um, okay, finally we get some news about Uncharted. I've already talked about that though. Um, Nothing really coming out this year outside of Horizon and maybe Gran Turismo 7. I think that's coming out next year. But there's not a lot of games coming out this year, and I see why. This pandemic stuff is really is I mean the vaccine is out, and now everything has got to get revved back up, and now the United States is talking about bringing manufacturing from TSMC, I guess, over here to over here, but that's not going to work. that's not going to that's not going to work, man. It took TSMC a long time to get down to 5 nanometer for the NVIDIA cards, and I mean that's a process that they're gonna have to go through if they build another manufacturer. Maybe TSMC will give them some of the specs and technology for their manufacturing, but I don't see that working out. So, but yeah, I just see. I spent like 50 minutes on here. Um, this is kind of like my first podcast live, and I'll go back and see how it went. Um, but I appreciate the couple people that came in. Like I said, I'm not expecting a blockbuster figures. But I do appreciate people coming in and giving the podcast a chance and promoting the podcast in the stream. And my hopes are, because I go to different people's podcasts, I see like hundreds of people inside of the chat room. I'm like, man, I long for that. One day I'll get there though. One day I get there, but not with 200 subscribers. It's going to take about 50, 500 to 1,000 times more subscribers than what I have right now, which is what I hope I get to one day. But I think 200 subscribers is a long time coming. I haven't given up on the channel. I think it's still a great place for me to have a discussion about certain topics. But for right now, I'm just going to only do these when I get to a certain benchmark as far as subscriptions. So, but for next year, by the end of 2022, I do want to be at 500 subscribers, and we're gonna. So that means I will have to do, I guess, 2.5 times the subscription clip that I'm doing right now. But hey, man, it's ambitious. I may not get to it. I appreciate the like. I got 3 likes already. I know people. I appreciate you guys coming to the channel. But yeah, I want to get up to 500. And the reason is it's not because I need money or anything like that, but it's almost like a pride issue, man. I mean, I've been on this channel for 4 years, man. I know, like I said, I probably haven't put in the work that other people have put in to get the channel running. A lot of people use finance their channel to get it up and running and stuff like that, and that's fine. I know that's probably the only real gateway to getting into the partnership is to kind of buy your way into it. But to be honest with you, I'd rather just do it with how I'm doing it right now, sub for subbing, getting these videos cracking. I mean, man, the likes and stuff is just off the chain, man. And the dislikes is off the chain too. Like I said, I don't mind if I get likes or dislikes. Just tell me why you dislike the content, what you disagree about. Don't come and say, "Hey, cool channel," and then give me a thumbs down. Yeah, just tell me why you dislike it, why you dislike the content. I think everybody has a valid case when it comes to these topics, man, because at the end of the day, we're all speculating, and speculation is what brought us here, because some people want to hear good things, some people want to hear bad things, some people want to hear the truth. And so that's what I'm kind of here for, is to bring that truth. And again, I just appreciate you guys But I do want to get, by this time next year, I do want to be at 500 subscribers. And, if it takes me subbing to do so, then that's fine. But I do think at some point people start catching on and start, giving the channel its, I feel like the channel has produced, hey, says TG, congratulations, buddy. Very well deserved. Yeah, appreciate that. And like I said, a lot of this is, like I was saying earlier, hey, a lot of this is because of subbing. But I do hope that that the channel will catch on at some point with the general audience. The likes do a lot of good to the channel. Yeah, 500 subscribers is my goal for next year. So by the end of 2022, I want to have 500 subscribers, man. And I think it's attainable. Look, I think it's attainable. It's the video game market is so crowded. That's another thing. Like, I think I would have a whole lot more subscriptions if I did something like audio. Audio brings everybody out of the woodwork. Again, my clips video has the most likes on this channel, 35 likes, and some people say, well, I get 35 likes in a quarter of a stream, but I do see a lot of videos with 1,000 likes, man, and that's great. But 35 likes is a lot for me, and that clips video did a lot of likes. But that's not what this channel is all about. So this channel, a portion of it is, but I started 4 years ago. In 2017, and honestly, again, like I was saying earlier, I haven't really, like some of those years, I didn't even, I posted like maybe 10 videos, and you gotta at least be in the hundreds of posts. A couple of years in 2018, man, I was posting like every day, but listen, I'm not the most consistent poster of videos, so and I think a lot of it is that too. So, but this year, I want to at least post. For this year coming, I want to at least post like once every 2 days, 3 days at the most. Because I see a lot of people talking about, editing and all of that other stuff. It takes days to do that. It does. It takes a long time to do that. And I try to edit the videos and things like that with a lot of quality. So, it may not come out that way, but, it's not for a lack of effort. So, man, yeah, man, this is my passion, man. Gaming's my passion. Yeah, consistency matters. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Consistency matters. And so yeah, man, again, I'm about to hop off here, but man, again, thank you guys. We're gonna do better. Rev Ride Reason, he's gonna do better. Everybody's gonna do better in the coming year in 2022, man. So hopefully we can get this chip shortage situated. Hopefully the government don't step in and try to do anything with it. Just let it just let it go, government. Just let it go, Biden. Don't try to step in and do anything with the chips, because that's going to send this thing really far back. So but yeah, thanks again. This is Al from Transformational Gaming. Love y'all so much. Thanks for coming. Yes, and you too, a Red Rat Reason, and the rest of you. Be safe. Later.